What's up everyone, this is Kenny here from Property Stories. So today we're going to talk about loan quotation. When you talk to the bank, right, about your property loan, how do you ask for quotation? Most of the time when you book the property, whether it's under construction or completed, it's the agent is the one that handle, right? So if you got a chance to handle or if you want to handle yourself, what are the questions that you can ask the banker? Actually, you don't need to call them. You don't need to talk to them over the phone. Most of them will prefer you to SMS. Because we have many things to do, calls to pick up. These are the things that is better is we text you, okay? And if you want them to text you so that you have something to refer to when it's time that the approval is already out, all right? And if you want to sign the offer letter at time, you can refer to that. So here are the things that I will ask the banker if I were to take the new housing loan. Number one, what is the margin? Margin versus by purchase price. Yes, sometimes, right, the developer, not all the banks give 90%. Sometimes they will give 80%, sometimes 70%. And if you buy sub-sales, maybe the valuation that bank cannot get. You buy at 600,000, the bank can only give 500,000. How? So you need to ask this, 90% versus what? 90% versus your purchase price, okay? That is what you want. Second is what is the best interest rate? Best here means lowest, okay? Lowest. They will tell you, oh, it's from, example, from 3.65 above or from 3.9 above. Next, you can ask, what are the things that I need to do to get the best interest rate? The banker will actually share with you, oh, actually interest rate you want to get better, you can put maybe 100,000, 200,000 into our account. Then they will also tell you, oh, interest rate, you can take maximum MRTA, maximum tenure, maximum coverage. Then we can fight for better interest rate. They use the word fight because when it comes to pricing or anything actually for that matter, bankers like myself, right, we do not have the deciding power. Everything is in the bank's hand. Okay, we just take the product and we sell. That's it. So if you want a better pricing, we will need to have that certain conditions met and go right up to the management there to ask for pricing, and you might need to wait a very long time. Okay, so in this case, right, especially when you book from developer, if the property is hot, you got no time one. You don't talk about pricing. Okay, the most important, you can get 90% and you can get the best price at the time. The best rates at the time will do. The approval matter, approval. Okay, I'm trying to say approval according to 90% of what you want. So don't be so hung up on pricing. You can always usually if you are talking about pricing, if your profile is very good, usually it's about 0.05, 0.1 difference, because maybe the project that you want is so hot, and it's last few units, only last few banks have end financing. You got no choice but whatever pricing that the bank gives you, you have to take. All right, same like goes for the sub-sales. Next up, you can ask them for the tenure. The tenure is usually follow bank negara. It's 35 years or 70, whichever is earlier. Okay, then next is installment. Based on installment, right, usually is the lowest rate. I always quote based on the lowest rate on installment. Bankers, we quote like that. So MRTA, MRTT. MRTA stands for Mortgage Reducing Term Assurance. MRTT is Mortgage Reducing Term Takaful. One is Islamic, one is conventional. Okay? So if you are taking Islamic financing, then you'll be given MRTT. If you are taking conventional loan, you'll be given MRTA. Ask them, what is the minimum? Yes, I know, out there will tell you, don't want MRTA. Don't want. Okay? I've been through this a lot of times. Why the bank wants you to have MRTA and then what you can do with it. Okay, and also sometimes, right, you have to give and take. You don't have everything. Also, you want. You want the best rate. You want the best, the longest tenure. You want the highest margin, but you don't want to let the bank earn anything. Cannot like that, Not just the bank. The banker also see no MRTA, okay, never mind, put aside. Yes, you got choice, the banker also got choice. So I would highly recommend that you just ask them, like, what is the MRTA minimum? What's the MRTT minimum? If you don't want, so what is the minimum? Don't I say straight away, hey, I don't want MRTA. You force me to take MRTA, I complain to bank negara. Your banker here also is like, okay, you don't want, then never mind. Then put your case aside, or then a few days later you ask, or still processing, but actually put a file aside. Key in and put a file aside. Other bank approve already, you go inside other bank, down here you just reject. Got so many other cases, need to chase the target some more. So I'm just trying to say that your banker is also human, okay? So give and take. Some of the banks, where they put the premium, is based on premium. Let's just say a loan amount is 500,000. So the minimum MRTA you need to take is 3% of the loan amount, which means 15,000. How they structure is like what's the sum assured, what's the tenure, that one can be done based on the calculator, but their minimum is 3% of the loan amount. Some will say, okay, we can give you half of the loan amount in 5 years, or half of the loan amount in 10 years. That one, you only pay a few thousand, MRTA, depending on your age, which is very cheap, very cheap. Some, yes, they allow you don't need MRTA, and they also will give you a good rate. Yes, there are banks like that, okay, so you need to go and find. However, there will be a catch, and you might want to find out yourself, okay? When this kind of time bank come, there's a catch, right? Nothing is free in this world, that's what I want to say. Next up, right, the banker will sure bundle your application with a credit card, which is normal. So just ask them, also, are you giving me a credit card together with the application? They will sure say yes, because credit card is part of their KPI, and they also, some of them also get paid commission, okay? So they will say at least, yes, and then you just ask them back, what kind of credit card do I get to choose? Sometimes you don't get, because in the system, right, you just have to tick, and then it goes to the credit card department. The credit card department will decide what card based on your profile. What if I don't like the card? Then you keep for 6 months, you cancel later, okay? You keep for 6 months. Usually after 6 months, then it's okay to cancel. Before 6 months you cancel, the bank will claw back the installment or commission or the KPI, okay? But if you do get to choose, you tell the bank, I want a cashback card, I want a point card, okay? Then the banker will tick for you and then choose, that's it. 6 months later cancel, nothing one, it doesn't cost you a single thing. SST also, like, SST you still need to pay, that one $50, only $50. Most of the cards, right, will give you the promotion. You get a card, you one time swipe, we waive the SST, whatever amount you waive the SST. After you swipe the 10 ringgit item, you swipe, then they waive the SST, 6 months later you cancel, call the bank and cancel, nothing much. Make the banker's life easy, your life also easy. Next one, you might want to ask what type of loan account that you're going to get. Is it a semi-flexi or is it a full flexi? Both of these, semi-flexi and full flexi, the only difference between them is the 10 ringgit charges every month. Full flexi will have 10 ringgit charge every month. Both also, nowadays, right, in the market, semi-flexi and full flexi, not much difference. Only the 10 ringgit every month, that's it. And the full flexi usually come as a current account. It's the OD and current account, okay? So this full flexi will come with a checking facility, that's it. Semi-flexi, full flexi, no difference now. That 10 ringgit extra only. And also, if business owners, usually they will prefer the full flexi because got checking facility, go in and out. They use their housing loan account, right, as also a business account. Can also, because they buy under the business, or even if they don't buy under business, they want to opt for it, also can. It's their salary account. It's up to them. All right. So I think with that we have covered everything that you need to ask. I will give you the list again here on the screen. Okay. So I'll put this on the screen. You just screenshot, copy and paste, and send to banker. That's it. Okay. You have many banks. You just copy paste, ask all of them to send you the same thing. Reply your text. This is the one. Copy and paste on your WhatsApp or email, whatever it is, and send to the banker. Okay? If you don't want to do all this also, you can obviously hire a broker, no problem. Appoint a mortgage broker to do everything for you. With that said, that's all I want to cover here today on loan quotation. This is Kenny here from Problem Stories. If you have not subscribed to the channel, do hit the subscribe button down below. and share this video with your friends and family. I'll see you again next video. Bye bye.